What up? Another video about Ifi Wawaku. You know what this video is about? Something I need to talk about. The Bible. The Bible, I feel, is a good book that everybody should learn. I know it's controversial. Everybody don't think it's real. Everybody don't think it's true. Everybody don't think this or that. But the Bible is a book that everybody can learn from. The Bible is some. I don't know why people are so like bent against it, trying to prove that the Bible is not real. And the Bible is something you can learn from. You know, I've today, this day, today, what's today? Today is April 3rd, 2015. It's 2:10 p.m. And like 2 or 3 minutes ago, I just finished reading aloud the whole book of Psalms. Like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I started reading the whole book of, or 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I started reading the whole book of Psalms aloud. And I just finished, I read the whole book of Psalms aloud. Every from 1 to 150, I read aloud. The book of Psalms, I like that. That's probably one of my favorite books in the Bible. I read the whole thing aloud. I'm not mega religious, but I do believe in God, and I do like to praise God and get my worship on and get and just praise God and thank God and pray to God sometimes. But I'm not mega religious because you don't need to be mega religious to believe in God. But I do believe in God. But the church is really you. You know, the true level of your faith lies in you. You know, the church is you. But I do think the Bible's a good book. You can learn from it. I don't know why people are so against it or just want to prove this or that wrong. It just comes from natural inquisitiveness by human beings to question everything. That's natural, so I understand that part. But I feel that the Bible, is a book that you can learn from. You know, you can learn from. It has a lot of wisdom in it, a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding in it that you can learn from. If you want to read the Bible, try to read some of books aloud sometimes, or read it to yourself. I'm gonna try to read. I'm gonna ask somebody or some people what good books to read. I asked my mother, and she told me Psalms is a good book to read. So I read the whole Psalms, the whole thing. It took me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to read the whole thing, from 1 to 150. I read the whole thing aloud. It's one of the best books in the Bible, I feel. But I'm going to try to read another book in the Bible, the whole thing too, aloud if I can. I'm going to try to read the whole Bible probably aloud if I can too. So probably, I don't know if the whole Bible, but some books. I read Psalms. I like that. I continue to read certain books of the Psalms every day aloud. Not every, well, some days. So I like the Psalms. I like reading certain verses of the Psalms, the book aloud sometimes. It enables me to. I like it. I like reading aloud sometimes. But I think the Bible's a good book that you can learn from. There's a lot of ingredients and knowledge and understanding and wisdom that you can learn from. It's deep. It's cool. It's something you can learn from. It's a good book. I recommend everybody reading the Bible, even if you're not mega religious. You don't need to be mega religious to want to read the Bible. It's just a thing that you can learn from and gather knowledge and information, wisdom about God from, and it's priceless. It helps you out in many ways. So I officially read the book of the Psalms. I read the book of Psalms, the whole thing from 1 to 150 just now, like 5 minutes ago, and I just finished it. I read it all aloud. I want to figure out another book to read aloud, and I think reading the Bible is cool. It's a good book at this stage in my life. I didn't always feel like this. I didn't always feel like reading the Bible. I didn't always like to read the Bible, but now I do. I'm 37. I do it now. I like it now, and I enjoy the Bible, and I want to read it more, mature more, understand more about life. I understand your struggle and why you may not like this or that about life. That's how everybody grows up. But get it together. I realize it's a good book, and I encourage everybody to read it. Try to read Psalms aloud if you can. If you can, read Psalms aloud or read some book of the Bible aloud. Psalms is a good book that you can read aloud, but read any book of the Bible or the book you can read aloud, and just do it like that. So that's what this video is about. I read the book of Psalms aloud. Read the Bible. It's a good book. The Bible is a good book. You can learn a lot from it. It's just a deep, cool, wise, cool book. It's a good book. Read it. Peace. If you want to, if you could read it, I recommend reading it. It's something you can learn from. All right, don't blind yourself to knowledge and wisdom and understanding. If someone made a book right now and you controversial about it, you clash with it, you doubt it, but you still read it if it has some knowledge and wisdom and something you can learn from. So read the Bible's a good book. So peace.